Fixing the JavaScript issue. This particular help desk ticket came in to fix a JavaScript issue in AP Physics 1. So I'm going to start by going to the index of courses on the server, which can be found by going to hfs.ncvps.org/curriculum. I'm going to find AP Physics 1 on the list and click on the course. Then you'll see a list of all the modules. I know that the concern I'm looking for is in Module 1, so I'll open Module 1. And then there are 7 items inside of Module 1. Now the help desk ticket we received did not say which of these activities, so I've already gone down the list and clicked on each one from top to bottom and found that the issue lies in Lesson 2, Activity 1. So I'm going to click on Lesson 2, Activity 1. When I do, it's going to load on the server. You'll see the SoftChalk lesson. And I'm going to go through each page one at a time until I find that JavaScript issue. So page 3, I'll test quiz me. That's working. Page 4, page 5, and there's my JavaScript issue. So the next step is to go log into SoftChalk for that particular course. So I've already looked up the username and password. I'm going to go ahead and log in. So once I'm inside the SoftChalk account, I'm going to go to My Content and Lessons. And I'm going to start by looking in Module 1, which is where the lesson is supposed to be located. So when I click on Module 1, I notice that only Notes 1 and 2 are in there and not the Lesson 2 Activity 1. So I'll scroll down past all the other module folders and look for some of these shared folders. And I'm going to start with Shared D. When I go into Shared D, the first item is Module 1, Lesson 2, Activity 2. That's not what we're looking for. We're looking for Activity 1. So you have to continue looking through these folders. Now, as I'm looking through each item, I checked ahead of time and found out by comparison to what I can see in SoftChalk on the server and the account that Module 1 Lesson 2 SI Activity is the Module 1 Lesson 2 Activity 1 we're looking for. So I want to click on that lesson and it's going to load inside of SoftChalk. I want to notice the dates here. This was last revised in 2015, so anything in 2013, 14, 15, and even some of 16 is going to need JavaScript updates. So in order to do that, at the bottom of the page under Lesson Actions, you're going to go to Edit Lesson, and you're going to go to Edit and Create. And this will open SoftChalk Create on your desktop. When it opens, I've already determined that the issue is on page 5, so you'll have to scroll down through. There's page 1, 2, 3, 4, use the page breaks, and I know that this inline drag and drop activity is the issue. So I'm going to right click on it and choose Modify Activity. And then on the box that pops up, sometimes it's going to be options. With drag and drop, it's always options. With some of the other activities that are built in, it could be display, but you're going to go to options and there's activity display. You have pop up from icon, pop up from clickable text, and embed in lesson page. I like to leave them as embed in lesson page, but I go ahead and change it from one for a second to the other so it sees that there's a change, and then I click OK. I will go back to the server and just double check that we're through page 5, so I'm going to click on page 6 and make sure there's no issue with page 6. Make sure when I click quiz group it opens. There we go. So now I can go back to the SoftChalk account and I can go back to SoftChalk Create. Everything's done, so I'm going to go to File and Save. Once that's saved, then I'm going to go back and do File Save to SoftChalk Cloud. It should automatically recognize where it's supposed to go back on the cloud in place of the old activity. It's already highlighted over here, M1 L2 SI activity, and I'm just going to click Save and click OK. Once it's finished, just click OK. And now that lesson is ready to be downloaded from SoftChalk and loaded on the server. You can go ahead and close everything out in SoftChalk Create. And then you can go back to the server and you can back up by erasing part of the URL to Module 1 folder. And you can go through the rest of the items in there to see if there are additional JavaScript issues.